Okay, so we'll look at this next one. Go ahead and pause the video and try this if you haven't. Or actually, maybe before that, let's talk about our approach here. So our approach, we're going to, or I like to foil these first or multiply those first and leave the one out front. It's just personal preference. Order does not matter with multiplication. You can move these around. You could do the first two and then the last one. You can even do the outside and then the inside. That'd be kind of funky though. But I'm going to foil the first or the second and third parenthesis. So I'm just going to put this x plus 4 as x plus 4. And then, oh, what's going on? Okay, so I'm going to put the x plus 4 down here, and then the first times the first gives me x squared, and then just continue to FOIL. So outside it gives you negative 5x, inside gives you negative 6x, and then the last gives you positive 30. Now you can combine these, and actually good to try to practice like doing this in your head, not showing this step. Just thinking, well, negative 5, negative 6, put those together, that's negative 11. That would be a very reasonable math step to make in your head. It takes some practice, but it'll save you some time. It'll save you writing a step. Okay, and then now you're ready to continue to multiply. And just like we did in the previous ones, x times everything gives you x cubed, negative 11x squared, and then plus 30x. So we're multiplying x times each of these terms. And then multiply 4 times each term. So everything in the first parentheses times everything in the second. And even though I love math, I admit that these problems can get a little tedious. It's not my favorite type of problem to do. But push through so we can knock it out. 4 times negative 11 is negative 44x. And then 4 times 30 would be 120. And then combine like terms. There's only the 1x cubed term. We have 11x squared and 4x squared, negative 11 and 4. So that's negative 7x squared. And then 30 and negative 44 makes negative 14x. And then plus 120. Hopefully I did not make any mistakes. And hopefully you don't either. Be careful. There's a lot of multiplication going on in this problem. So many chances to make a common mistake. Okay, and then these last couple problems, before you try them, make sure you're aware of this very common mistake, and that is you cannot distribute the exponent. You have to square what the binomial is. So when you square something or cube something, like here you multiply it by itself that many times. It's like 3 squared is 3 times 3. If I did like x squared, it'd be x times x. If I did this pin squared, it'd be pin times pin. So if I do 3x plus 5 y squared, it's 3x plus 5y times 3x plus 5y. And then you FOIL. And this is a special type. It's called a perfect square trinomial at the end. So there are some patterns that you could like memorize. They're kind of tough. It's probably just best to FOIL them at this point, but kind of just look for patterns. Plus 15, and that's xy, because x and y is both there. Plus another 15xy, and then plus 25y squared. And then here we have some like terms in the middle, and so that is 9x squared plus 30xy. And plus 25y squared. That y there is a little different, and just try not to let it throw you off. It's allowed to be there. It's a variable, and you just have to deal with it, include it in your multiplication, include it in your terms. And then give 7 a try. It's going to be very similar. 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. And if you have not yet, pause the video and try multiplying these. We're going to multiply these second 2 first. So we just bring the 2x minus 3 down, and then we FOIL, so we get 4x squared, and then minus 6x minus 6x is minus 12x, but we'll write it in 2 steps, and then plus 9, because negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Okay, so we're almost home free here, but we still have quite a bit of work, because we have this binomial times this trinomial, 2 terms times 3 terms. But just try not to get too overwhelmed with it. Take the 2x and multiply it times everything there. And work carefully. That's 8x squared minus 10. Or sorry, I'm multiplying. See, I added there. 2 times negative 24 is negative 24x. Squared, and this would be cubed. I've been warning about mistakes, and here I am making them. See, it's very easy to make mistakes. So let's start over and make sure we get this right. 2x times 4x squared is 8x cubed. 2x times negative 12 is negative 24x squared. Okay, and then 2x times 9 is plus 18x. Okay, so that's pretty good. And then keep going. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12x squared. And then plus 36x, negative 3 times negative 12, and then minus 27. And then go through and just combine like terms. So we have 8x cubed, negative 24, negative 12. That makes negative 36x squared. Then we have 18x plus 36, which would be plus, let's see, 54x. That's a 5. And then we have minus 27 for that constant at the end. Okay, so work very, very carefully with these. It's super easy to make a mistake because there's so many chances to make mistakes. So work carefully, use a calculator as you need it, and then just always kind of check, especially that you're doing multiplication instead of addition, or if you're adding exponents, make sure you add them instead of multiply it. But definitely watch your signs and make sure you're doing multiplication, not addition by accident. Good luck, and please reach out if you have any questions.